Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They come out here in the I. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage. You just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Osweiler, escaping the pressure right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Osweiler to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down now after the pass completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps how the guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Osweiler will throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Houston first. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, Osweiler. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Throwing again, Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Here's Osweiler. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And fourth down coming up. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And, you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to tighten up the seatbelt just a little bit, partner, because that was a safety that crashed in there and made that play behind the line of scrimmage. How about that pursuit?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same, a big-time play for their defensive team, and that's exactly what we just saw.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They juked him. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Osweiler. And down he goes in the end zone. Osweiler unable to get away, and that results in a safety. So make it back-to-back sacks, and the second one cost him a couple of points.
And the easy thing is to put this all on the offensive line, but maybe they need to start changing their game planning and their calls. Quicker passes, running plays, especially when you're this deep in your own territory.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun, surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Hey, 17 George, watch 17. Single. Green 39!
On second down, here's Osweiler. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. This is taken at the 15. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down now after the incompletion. From the shotgun, Osweiler going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Dumps it complete to Miller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Osweiler, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go now. Green, Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, Osweiler able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Catch made right side by Wilson. Touchdown, Houston. Luke Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here. which we don't expect, but I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for two in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be, and I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some hope.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Osweiler looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Osweiler now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now Osweiler on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Texans a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Osweiler. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Texans are going to have a first. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
Again, Osweiler. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw again is Osweiler. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever term.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He got 29 yards that time.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. Oh, he had had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They come out here in the eye. Elliott, toss right. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
A dump off to Elliott. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. One man on the backfield, Elliott. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. Interception. Here's Osweiler. Wilson snags it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He finds his target, Fuller. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game that I would have to think. If I was in a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Cowboys. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Pardon me, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler surveying the field. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Third and long, it's Osweiler. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. This is Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Time for a break. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out here in the eye. Now it's Osweiler underneath for Miller. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And out now come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's back to throw. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw. Green-Beckham has it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver with time running out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot. One
shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd and 10 here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing now is Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's complete to Fuller. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Now let's go. 3-19. Set. 3-19.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Let's go. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now out comes Houston. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up with an offset eye. Now Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw again is Osweiler. Out to the right here to Wilson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Texans a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Osweiler. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. This loss means they will not reach their goal of at least being a 500 ball club. And when you don't reach that benchmark, it's an unhappy fan base, front office. Everyone is unhappy.
And you know in today's NFL, if you don't even get to 500, that puts everyone's job in jeopardy. That's talking about front office people, coaches, players, everyone, because that's just simply unacceptable in today's football.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.